Hi student, how are you? Now I am creating the another .NET Core session in English version. In this session, I will discuss the all concept of .NET Core from English to English, and we will explain all the topics very clearly because the many audience has demanded that sir create the all the tutorials in English version also. That's why I am creating this. So firstly, I am introducing about this session. In this session, first I will cover the .NET Core frameworks, their introduction part, what is the benefit of .NET Core framework, what is the advantage and disadvantage of .NET Core framework, how many type of applications can we create using .NET framework. These all concepts I will discuss. What is the internal process of .NET framework, what is CLR, what is CTS, what is VES, VCL, metadata. These all concepts I will discuss. After that, I will start the programming language C Sharp. What is C Sharp and what is the advantage of C Sharp? Why C Sharp is most demanding programming language under the .NET framework. Okay, these things I will discuss. All the fundamental topics of C Sharp. What is the data types? What is the variables, constant, literals, files, conditional statement, control structures, array concept, object-oriented programming concept, and all the advanced features, delegates, events, exception handling, file handling, multi-threading. These concepts I will discuss. Okay, so this is the part of .NET Core, and nowadays .NET Core demand is increasing rapidly because the many applications, many enterprise company now prefer .NET Core as compared to normal .NET. Their main concern is that .NET Core is platform independent, means you can create your applications in any platform. You can create applications under the Windows machine, under the Linux machine, under the Solaris operating system, under the Mac operating system, all operating system it's supporting. Okay. So first of all, I am just introducing what is .NET Core. Okay, so .NET Core, it is a additional framework or modern framework of Microsoft created. This framework is specially to design open source based applications. Okay, the applications that can run on any operating system, and their performance and security both are higher as compared to normal .NET. That's why industry mostly prefer .NET Core framework. The .NET Core framework first version was released .NET 1.1, after that 2.0, .NET 3.0. Okay, these are the three different type of framework versions that will be parallelly released with .NET. After that, .NET 5.0 means .NET 4.8.1. This is the addition of normal .NET. So there have two different things. The first one is normal .NET and another one is .NET Core. So I am discussing about some short history about these two different frameworks. The .NET framework history is very prior, means it was released in 2001 and their first version is 1.0, after that 1.1, after that 2.0, 3.0, 3.5, after that 4.0, after that 4.5, after that 4.8.1, and after that 5.0. These are the different type of .NET based framework versions. Okay, now the .NET Core, I am discussing about .NET Core. The first version of .NET Core was released 1.0, after that 3.0, 3.0, 3.1.1, 3.1.2. This type of versions .NET Core released, means both will be separate, means initially .NET is separate and .NET Core is separate. After releasing 5.0, means after 5.0 versions, both frameworks functionality has been mixed, and .NET, normal .NET, Microsoft completely outdated these frameworks because their features is completely converted into the new framework that is called .NET Core. Okay, so now normal .NET is called legacy .NET, means it is working but there are no support of Microsoft. Microsoft totally supported the .NET Core, and the latest one of the release of the Microsoft technologies is completely based on .NET Core. Okay, 5.0 6.0, 7.0, 8.0, 9.0 and 10.0. These are the enhancement versions of .NET Core, and now it is known as .NET. Means .NET Core and .NET both has mixed, and the combined .NET is also called .NET Core. Okay, and normal .NET is called legacy .NET. That there was last version was the 5.0 versions. That is the difference. Okay, now which should we learn, or what is the most demanded technologies in today IT industry, especially for Microsoft domain? So their answer is .NET Core. If you are fresh learner, if you are experienced, if you want to upgrade your career, then you should learn about how .NET Core is working, because the .NET Core architecture is slightly different from .NET. Okay, so .NET Core architecture, the first advantage of .NET Core is that it is cross-platform technology that is especially designed to develop application under Linux operating system. Okay, it is a very shocking Linux operating system .NET support. It is feasible now by the .NET Core frameworks. Okay, Windows operating system, it is a legacy operating system of Microsoft. Okay, then it's also supported by the .NET Core. Another one is Mac operating system. Okay, this is the most important, means Mac operating system. Now the most of the IT company working on Mac operating system, and .NET is completely fully compatible with Mac operating system. Okay, so this is the main concern about .NET Core. And the another point, initially .NET was the licensed editions. Okay, means if any company want to use .NET, then they first gain the license from Microsoft. After that, they can use the .NET softwares into their machine. Okay, but in .NET Core, it is a completely open source framework. Means you can use an all open source platform. The .NET Core, another most important point, .NET Core is open source framework. It can be used freely. Okay, it can be used freely. Freely means you do not pay anything else to use under the .NET Core. C# language is most compatible programming language. WinForms. Okay, some students also ask, sir, WinForms supported by .NET Core? Yes, it supports. WPF, Windows Presentation Foundation, is also support. ASP.NET Core. Okay, ASP.NET MVC, but their name is changed. Now it known about ASP.NET Core. It also supported by the .NET Core. Okay, after that, Web API. It is the most important concept that also supported by the .NET. Web API is now demanded. Okay, because now the most of the company work on the full stack architecture. In full stack architecture, they will prefer Angular or React as a front end, and in back end part they mostly prefer Web API with database communications. So Web API is also the independent applications type in .NET Core. The next one is LinkU to Entity Framework Core. LinkU to Entity Framework means LinkU is also added on .NET Core functionality, because the database integrations, database implementation, code first approach, data first approach, migration part, these all things will be managed by LinkU to Entity Framework. Okay, so these are the different type of application component which is the most useful, most popular, that all components of Microsoft will be contained under the .NET Core. Okay, so don't worry, everything you will get, but their architecture is slightly different from older ones. Okay, I always discuss this topic because actually the main concern about the market. Now the market has many web applications, packages or technologies which is slightly faster than old .NET frameworks, and they are compatible with all operating systems. They have no any restrictions. If Microsoft provide the restrictions or Microsoft create the restrictions to application development, that will be problem to .NET Core, .NET technologies or .NET markets. That's why .NET Core framework release, and it is a most competitor of Java Spring Boot. Okay, there is architecture is equivalent to Spring Boot, Spring MVC, this type of architecture .NET follow. Now the PHP, do you know about PHP? It is a very lightweight web technologies, and it also has several frameworks such as Laravel, Coordinator. These all frameworks is very competitive in industry, and because they provide the full services free of cost. Okay, that's why Microsoft also create the similar technologies and which provide better performance and security as compared to other technologies. That's why .NET Core was released. Okay, so now how to work under the .NET Core? Suppose that you are fresher, you are new one, and you want to create the environment of .NET Core in your Mac operating system or Linux operating system or Windows operating system. Then what you will do? Okay, there are two different options. The first one is, if you can directly download .NET Core framework and install on your machine. .NET Core framework, simply you can download it, okay, and install in your machine, the first way. The second approach is, you can install Visual VS Code. I think you know very well, it is the most popular editors in IT industry today. Most of the front-end based technologies and lots of programming languages is easily managed under the VS Code. You can download it, and lots of extension is available for C# programming language and .NET Core frameworks. You can all things you can manage by the extension pack. Okay, so second option is VS Code. If you are Mac users or if you are Linux users, then I prefer you to download the VS Code and install in your machine, and as an extension pack you can download .NET Core frameworks and anything else. After that, the third one is, if you are working on Windows platform, then Visual Studio 2026, it is the latest version that was released under the .NET Core 10.0 versions and C# 14. These are the latest combinations. If you want to learn latest one, then I am suggesting to you that you should go with Visual Studio 2026 Insider and .NET Core 10.0 versions and C# 14 versions you can install in your machine. Okay, I have already installed in my machine. I am suggesting with some website you can open this and simply go with Visual Studio if you are working with Windows operating system. Visual Studio and Visual Studio 2026, it is the latest version. You can click here and simply you can write here Visual Studio download for Windows 11. Okay, because the minimal configurations of Visual Studio 2026 is the Windows 11. Okay, that's it. So here is the screen. Download Visual Studio 2026, Visual Studio Community version 18.7, Visual Studio Professional. Okay, I am suggesting to you that if you go with free editions, then you should prefer Visual Studio Community. Okay, and Visual Studio Professionals is for IT company, and this is the licensed. Okay, so I am not preferring this. If you want to use, then you can use. Okay, so Visual Studio Community is very lightweight, and it is good for learning. Okay, you can see here powerful IDE free of for students, open source contributors and individuals. You can download it, and their interface is very nice and very modern. You can simply click here Visual Studio Insiders. This type of screens will be appeared here, and you can simply click on create a new project option. Okay, and simply you can we will discuss about console applications, because first we learn how C# programming language will work. So console applications will be better to understand the functionality of C#. That's why I am selecting these options for you. Now the basic project. Okay, this is for learning purpose, and you can choose your locations where you want to save your project. I will click on next, and this is the latest version of .NET Core Framework, that is a 10.0. You can select it and just click on create. Okay, already there are several options is there: C#, Linux, Mac operating system, Windows, and console. Okay, and it provides that features. Now the project is creating console.writeline hello world. Okay, this is the style, freeware style. Initially, everybody, if you are new learners, then your first focus is to learn programming language, and it provide your flexible editors, flexible platforms where you can directly write the code and learn C# syntax. If you want to something display under the console screen, anything else, then you will use console.writeline. Console is the predefined class and writeline is the method, and simply in double quotation you can write any literals or any string hello world. Okay, and this is the executor button. Now you can click it. Okay, you can click on it, and just it is taking some time. Wait, now it build the applications, and now output. Okay, output has been shown here. Okay, hello world output is shown here. That's it. So this is our first session. After that, I will create another session also where I will discuss about the .NET framework or .NET Core framework important features. What is CLS, CTS, VES, VCL, metadata, garbage collectors, how it work, reflection API, what is delegates and events. That thing I will discuss. And after that, I will discuss what is C# language and how to manage the basic program of C# language. That thing I will discuss. Okay. If you have any doubts in this session, then also you can write comments. I will answer it, and you can also provide your suggestions. Okay, your suggestion is most welcome for me to improve these lectures more practical way. Actually, in next session, this will be the very practical sessions, because this is the first session. That's why I have explained all the concepts of .NET Core frameworks. But in next session, practically I will implement many programs and explain this. Okay, thank you.